I'm Katrina, and this is Tare. And I have exciting news, guys. If you are in California, you are special. I'm in California. And in California, we have the California Rare Fruit Growers. If you're in Arizona, they are also there as well. But what I'm talking about today, you guys already had your event, so sorry about that. I'll try again next year. California Rare Fruit Growers is a group of people who love fruit, love rare fruit, love to grow fruit, love to share about fruit, love to eat fruit, love to make recipes with fruit, and love everything about fruit. So, if you love everything about fruit, something you should know about California Rare Fruit Growers. You can go on the website. It's California Rare Fruit Growers, so it's crfg.org, and you can join a local chapter for reasonably priced, and you can look that up on the website. And throughout January, the end of January and into February, there are many Scion exchanges. So what's a Scion? It's not a car. Okay, it is a car. But it's also a stick. Free sticks. Awesome. So if you are a member, most of these events, I'm saying most because I don't actually know about all of them, are included in your membership, or, it might be $5 or something. If you are if you are not a member, then they have a small fee associated with it. I don't know what all the different ones are, so I'm not even going to say how much they are. But I believe most, if not all, members that's included in your membership. And if you are not a member, then you can still go, and it's a fundraiser for the group. So it is awesome. They also have to pay for the place, or it could be donated, depending on where it is. And this is awesome. So now is the time when people with fruit trees, most fruit trees, so fruit trees that go dormant in the winter time, when they lose their leaves and all of that, now is the time to prune them. When you prune your fruit trees, you're cutting things and you're doing something with them. You're chipping them up, you're throwing them away, you're tossing them to the side of the street for the yard waste to come up and pick it up. You're burning them, you're using them in crafts, you're using them in your garden to make teepees for your peas, whatever. You're using those or you're not using them. And what's exciting is that there is another thing you can do with those sticks, and that is to share them. Now, how does that help anybody? What? Hey, here's a bundle of sticks. Here's all the species in my yard. Here's a bunch of sticks of all the species in my yard. How does that help anybody? It's a Scion. So look, these sticks are called Scions, and they make trees. If you have a named variety of most fruit trees, it likely came from a Scion. There likely is a rootstock, something that grew, planted a seed and something grew. It has roots, and then someone chopped that off and put on a stick. And that's how you have a named variety. If you have if you have a desert gold peach, that's my earliest peach tree. It is like practically budding right now. It's ridiculous. That peach tree has the potential for many, many more trees. And for some varieties, for some orchardists, they have a mother tree that they always rely on. This is the tree that's delicious. And they can take sticks or scions from that tree and put it onto rootstocks and make a whole new tree. So why is that exciting, right? It's a stick. It looks like a dead stick when you get it. It's exciting because if you find a variety you like, or you're like, man, my neighbor has a really good apple, or man, that other tree over there, it's wonderful, I want it. You can make your own tree. Yeah. And if you already have something you can graft onto it, you can have more grafts on your tree. So let's say you have a Bing cherry. You can put a different kind on that tree. You can include a pollinator for yours on a branch of that tree. For different, you're gonna have to look up the individuals of which ones where that works for and which ones it doesn't. But let's say you have an apple tree and you just absolutely hate the apples. It's horrible. They're, something someone planted years ago. You can take that apple tree that's healthy and lush and growing and has vibrant life in it and turn it into some other kind of apple tree. So the thought process going through this is, wow, I want a bunch of dead looking sticks. If you're looking for a particular variety, this is a great way to get that particular variety. They will fruit faster on a grafted version than from seed or from pit. Let's say you plant a peach pit. You don't know that that's, let's say it's Alberta peach. Well, what comes out of that may be like an Alberta peach. It may be not. Maybe it's better, maybe it's worse, maybe it's different, maybe it's tastes generally the same. You're gonna get a peach, or nectarine, which is the same. But you're gonna get a peach. What it tastes like, you won't know until you taste the fruit. But if you plant a seed and you put it in the ground, it takes many, many years before it produces fruit. A Scion does not take as long. So if you know your variety you want, you can actually do that really, really well. There are other sticks at these events, such as for mulberry and for fig. You can just root the cutting. It's a cutting, you can root it and make a tree that way. So those ones aren't necessarily grafted, but they can grow roots out of the stick. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can do with a stick. Now, it has to come from a live tree. It can't be a dead stick, There are restrictions on movement between counties and all of that because of certain pests and diseases. So you want to check out that. And at these Scion exchanges, I think people do their best to not spread disease. However, there's always a chance, right? So, what I want to tell you about is a bunch of Scion exchanges. Now, exchange. Trade a stick for a stick. No. People bring their own sticks of different trees and donate them. And, if they're a particular variety, they can get checked out for obvious disease and obvious pests. And for some things, you just cannot share across boundaries, and that's for the safety of the rest of those plants. And you go in and you pay your entrance fee, which isn't very much, and there are numerous Scions out there, tables and tables of apples and peaches and pears and pomegranates and all these other things. I mean, tons of different things. You're going to get the common varieties of things that You're going to get some varieties you're like, well, what the heck is that? I don't know. And often at these places, sometimes they have write-ups if they know in advance what's going to be there. Sometimes they have write-ups of, okay, this is a, this color fruit and it has these characteristics and it does really well here and it doesn't do well here. Sometimes they have write-ups, sometimes they don't. So it's going to vary based on the location of them, and each chapter is going to be different. And then there will be people there who know what they're talking about. If you're a beginner, there's people there that know what they're talking about. There's breeders of apples and breeders of peaches and all these things, like people that actually know what they're talking about, know the different flavor notes and say, oh, well, I kind of like this. What else might I like? Or I have this kind of tree. What do you think will do well on it? There's a lot of experts that go to these, and most, if not all of them, there will be rootstocks for sale. So if you don't already have a tree to put something on, you could potentially buy the rootstock. So it's going to be little, and then you put the stick on there, or you can pay to have it grafted at again, most if not all of them will have that as a, you know, a fee, an extra fee, an extra service, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So you can build, it's like Build-A-Bear, but it's Build-A-Tree. So it's a lot of fun. People know so much. And again, at all, or most if not all of them, also have a pruning class, a grafting class. Those are pretty common in these things. There may be other classes that happen, and usually it's included in the entrance fee. So you get to come and learn for very little money, close to nothing, and come home and know what to do with these sticks. Don't take too many. That's as beginners and experienced. Always take too many. But if you have an idea of where you would like to put these, or how many different types of, you know, cherries you want, then you can make those informed decisions. Whether you have a variety that you've been looking for forever, you might be able to find it in a graft where you might not be able to find it in a tree, and you can make your own. So that is something exciting, I think. So that is what these events are, what they're all about. There'll be a lot of education, there'll be a lot of sticks, and there'll be classes, there'll be people that graft things, and you can watch them. You can stand at the grafting area and watch them. I mean, unless there's too long a line, right? But you can watch these people and learn just from watching them do it over and over again. And it's a lot of fun. I encourage everybody who are in these areas to go to these events, and I will be putting up on the screen kind of what the website looks like, where to go to find where your region is. Again, I believe it's only California right now. Arizona, their one chapter already had theirs. For some reason, I think there's one in Texas, and I don't know why I think this. But if you're in California, there's a good chance yours has not happened yet. Now, the one that I am going to go to is happening on the 27th, I think. It's next Sunday, I think. In Monterey chapter. It's going to be this coming Sunday, so I'll be there for that. I will try and make it to one or two other ones, just because it's fun. I enjoy it. And it's a whole lot of fun. So, how many times can I say it's a whole lot of fun? It's a whole lot of fun. Anyway, I will show you the screen now, and that way you'll kind of be familiarized with what you are looking at when you look on the screen, and then find where your event is and go to the event. And if you went to one, put down in the comments what your experience was, because I would love to pass that along. It'd be awesome. If you're not in California, or if you're not in one of these areas, you can hold one of these as well. You know, if you can ask your neighbor, hey, can I have that stick? Or, hey, I know you really liked this peach when you came over. Would you like a cutting of it? And you can expand that knowledge, expand that experience. And it's always good to have knowledgeable people involved in these things, because it makes the experience so much better when you can talk to someone who's like, oh yeah, I like this one because of this, but some people like this because of this, and so if you like that one, go this route. So I mean, there's all sorts of very interesting things. So anyway, here is the computer time, and I hope to see you there. Here is the California Rare Fruit Growers website. It is crfg.org, and if you scroll down, you'll see 2024 Scion exchanges. All right, let's read more. Right here, you guys see the mouse right here? That's where you go for the different chapters for more information. So if you look at one that you like, you can go there for more information on that chapter. As you can see, Arizona already happened. So Arizona already happened. Sorry guys. 27th, we have 3 things going on. Los Angeles, Monterey Bay, North San Diego are all having it on January 27. February 3 is Santa Clara Valley. February 3, Inland Empire. February 4, Sacramento. February 10, West Los Angeles. And we have more. February 10, San Joaquin. February 11, Golden Gate. February 11, South Orange County. February 17, South Bay, which is not the Bay Area, not the San Francisco Bay Area. That's a different bay. February 17, Central Coast. February 17, Redwood Empire. February 24, Mendocino Permaculture Winter Abundance Gathering. Anderson Valley Grange. I don't know where that is, but that's there. So, if any of these interest you, this is the website to go to, find more information. Most of them have the locations, some of them kind of don't. They all have the times, and yeah, and then if you need more information about these, go up to here and go to the chapter websites for more information. There are other chapters, I believe, but these are the ones they have so far. I'll scroll through it again just so you can read your favorite one. And these are awesome events, guys. Even if you go and don't get any Scions, it is an education just going. Going to the grafting classes, going to the pruning courses, going to all these things. And each of these places are going to have their own kind of version. Those are two things that are often at these. And I don't know what other courses they might be offering. And again, those are usually included with the entrance fee. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I would love to hear about your experiences at either previous Scion exchanges or upcoming Scion exchanges, and put them in the comments below. Spread this around so that everybody in the regions that these occur are gonna make it, gonna go there, make it available to people, and support a really good group. It's a lot of fun, guys. How many times am I gonna say that? It's a lot of fun. See you there.